All right, I've seen a handful of Facebook posts recently, and chances are you have too, with small businesses across Northeast Ohio sounding the alarm about their future. Their transparency comes at a troubling time, as some now find themselves at the point of no return. I caught up with one restaurant owner in Brunswick who was forced to pull the plug on his dream.
We had several pinball machines.
The idea for Geeked Out Pub and Grill in Brunswick
We were a family place during the day and more adult-oriented at night.
was born while Brandon Lambert was on an overseas trip with friends.
From when we opened the doors until we locked them, we were completely packed.
That was 2019, just months before the pandemic hit.
Did you have a sense of confidence coming out of the pandemic that this would survive?
I did.
That feeling quickly started fading this summer.
Business just fell off of a cliff like I've never seen.
The dramatic decline in revenue, some 30%, coming at the same time expenses started spiking.
Everything went up 30 to 40%. I'm talking utilities, food costs, and some food costs, some of it went up 100, 150%.
Brandon tells me he held out as long as possible.
The math just doesn't work.
But in the end,
We had to pull the plug before somebody pulled it for us.
the entrepreneur realized it was game over.
I was not the only mom and pop restaurant that closed last week when we closed. There was another one here in town that did as well.
According to the Ohio Restaurant Association, this summer, nearly 60% of restaurant owners reported sales were flat or down, in some cases more than 10%. And 70% have seen food costs go up, with more than half of them seeing an increase of 6 to 15%.
It feels like the only restaurants that are going to succeed in the future are the ones that have massive corporate backing.
It's a concern Katie Van Dyke understands.
Access to capital is really tough for small businesses.
She's with the Ohio Small Business Development Center at Cleveland State.
And a lot of times our small business owners are leveraged as much as they possibly can.
Van Dyke and her team help bring small business owners back from the brink of failure at no cost.
A lot of the restaurants we've worked with, we've really had that help them to pare down the menu to the most popular items and the most profitable items.
Other ideas include changing hours of operation and finding new ways to cut down costs.
Sometimes you are so into the business as a small business owner, you're doing everything. It's nice to have a fresh point of view.
Back in Brunswick,
It's been such a battle now for so long that there was a sense of relief when I finally pulled the plug.
Brandon Lambert is concerned with the rapid pace small businesses in Northeast Ohio are folding.
I think that there's going to be more coming.
To be sitting here in this business that you built from the ground up and to see that it's a shell of what it was, how do you feel?
It's surreal. I was actually thinking to myself right before we started talking that this probably is going to be the last time I'm inside this place, at least while it's still called Geeked Out.
I asked Brandon what's next. While he has no plans in place just yet, he tells me that he's been shocked by the number of people who've reached out to him the last couple of weeks to bounce ideas off of him or ask him to collaborate on new concepts. He says there is a place for him and he is optimistic.
Glad to hear he's optimistic because, like you asked him, it has to be just so disappointing. You know, something you put your heart into and it didn't last.
And I appreciate Brandon for being vulnerable in that moment to talk about failure because that's hard to do.
Part of it.
But he's like, it is part of the process and he's ready to bounce back. So we'll see where he lands.
Moving on to better things.